Hi everyone, and how's everybody doing today? I hope your day has been awesome, fantastic, fabulous, sensational, because you know what guys, mine just got better today because we're gonna be playing with these bad boys. They're finally here in my hands. It's probably the most talked about product of the year. We've been talking about these things since, I don't remember, it must have been what, June? May, since they leaked or whatever, these Charlotte Tilbury face palettes for holiday. I have them here. We're going to be doing some comparisons with the other ones. I have the Nudegasm and I have the Lovegasm. We're going to be doing comparisons to those. So if you guys want to see this on me, swatches, all that good stuff, then stick around and let's get into this. Okay guys, so we are ready to dive into these. I can't wait to tell you how excited I am about these. I've waited so long to open these up and play with them. I have not touched them yet. I have not swatched them yet, so we're gonna be doing that together, totally together, because I wanted to share that with you. So it's an intimate moment. I've kind of really waited on these. This is what the palette looks like. They are gonna retail for $75. This is what the packaging looks like. It has the little CT on the outside of it. This one is the actual one for medium deep, which is a little bit more of a peach tone, and then we also have this one, which is a little bit more pinker tone for fair to medium. They have a 4.38 grams, which is actually the actual packaging, just like the Nudegasm, and then the actual grams in the inside is a 0.13 ounce in the inside. It is made in Italy, if I'm not mistaken. It's made in Italy. So let's open them up and play with them together. Again, it's just like the outer packaging of the box. It has the little Charlotte Tilburys across the top of it. It has that really hard plastic, shiny plastic on the front of it. Really beautiful. It's got gold all the way around it. Of course, you can get your fingerprints all over it probably. But then, then it has the little clasp on the inside, and then it has the product on the back of it with a description of the product on the back of it. So let's open it up. So this is the actual one this one's the medium to deep one. Isn't she beautiful? So pretty. Look how beautiful that is. So beautiful. You have your two highlighters, and then you have your two blushes here. Blushes / eye, whatever you guys want to look and what you want to kind of call it as. You can use it on the eyes and face according to what they've said. It's really beautiful. Can't wait to swatch it. And this is the one for light to medium. It is a little bit more pinker, a little bit more of a softer tone. Look how beautiful that highlight is. It's so beautiful. The packaging is gorgeous. Has pillow talk on it, and then with more of a quilted embroidering on the highlight. Looks absolutely stunning. Both of them look gorgeous. I can't wait to try it. We're going to be trying it on eyes and cheeks and lips. I'm going to be doing it on all of them so we can play with them together and see. We're going to be doing one side with the light to medium, and then we're going to do one side with the medium to deep. So before we do that, let's get into some swatches and comparisons to the other two palettes to see what we think of them, and then we will actually put them on together. Okay guys, so before we get into swatches, just real quick, I meant to mention, so the on-counter date is supposed to be expected October 6th. And that is for counters, which would be like your stores like Nordstrom, Sephora, wherever it may be, in retailers. That is the counter date that I've gotten. I don't know if that's actually correct or not, but that is what I've been told so far. I don't know. She may actually launch these on the website earlier before the 6th, or she may actually launch them all together on the 6th. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work yet. But my understanding is the eyeshadows and everything all will be launched at that time too. So it will all be available after the 6th. So just to throw that out there to you, I was just blessed to get them a little bit early. I had a little someone that helped me get them a little bit earlier, so I was just kind of blessed to get that. So I really do appreciate that. But they will be out on the 6th, so just throw that out there. So now let's get into some swatches. So we're going to start up here on this arm, and we will let's start with the lighter palette first. So let's go into the the number 1 shade. We're going to go into number 1 first, where it says Pillow Talk. And we're going to kind of take it in like that. It's kind of like to go in and be able to really see. Ooh, that's really pretty. See that? It has a little bit of a glow to it, I think. looks like it's got a little bit more, it's got a little bit of a sheen. It feels a little bit satinish. So let's go into the highlighter next to that, which is like the champagne shade. It's like a champagne type shade. Ooh, that's really pretty too. Let's swatch it just a little bit better. You guys know I am not a swatcher, so just telling you that. I'm not much of a swatcher, but that is really pretty. Those are two really beautiful colors. And just for detail, I am like, normally I'm a medium skin tone. And it depends on like what time of year it is. Sometimes I'm a lot more darker, a lot more tan. This is the other highlight. So this is the more pinky gold highlight. So we're going down to number 3. And then I think I'll put the other blush here. So let me get a clean finger and let's dip this into number 4. So this is the darker shade in the light to medium palette. She's a lot pinker than she looks in the compact. So this is definitely more pink. This is definitely more of a neutral, it's kind of got more of that neutral rose shade. This is champagne, and this one definitely has more of that pinky gold. It's kind of almost like a rose gold, but it's got a little bit more pink to it. Really beautiful, really pretty. So let's swatch the others over here on this side. This one with the peach shade where it says Pillow Talk on the medium deep side. We're gonna swatch it right here beside this one. We're gonna put it right here. And she is a beautiful peach. The really, really stunning light peach. You can definitely tell that's gonna work really well on most medium skin tones. You can definitely see this one is the highlight. She has definitely got more of this kind of like, it's almost looking up close. It's definitely like more of a, it's kind of like, it definitely has more of like a goldish undertone almost with a little hint of rose to it. It's really beautiful. I love the way that it shifts in the light. It feels extremely creamy. And so let's go into the peachier shade that's the highlight. So we're going to go into that one and we're going to put it over here. And she is definitely more, she's definitely more peachy for sure. This will be a beautiful shot. That's a gorgeous shadow right there. That is gorgeous. That is so pretty. And then the darker shade and the medium deep palette, this is what it looks like there. And we're going to put it right here. Ooh, she swatches beautiful. That is a beautiful cranberry shade. That is really beautiful. So there you have it, guys. There is the Charlotte Tilbury palettes. You have your light to medium, and then you have your medium to deep. We're going to be doing on this arm, I'm going to be doing the Nudegasm, and then I also have the Lovegasm. This was the first collection that she did. I don't have the lighter palette. This is only the medium to deep palette. I have it. I think the other one was Lovegasm and one was something other gasm. I can't remember. There's so many gasms. I can't keep with all the gasms, okay? There are too many gasms in life. But this is the Nudegasm, which is her most recent. And we're going to be doing it. I will be doing it over here. And then we'll work our way down to the Lovegasm. And then I'll show you with them side by side. So that way you guys can see them. So with the Nudegasm going in with the first shade, that's what the Nudegasm looks like. It's kind of like this really beautiful gold shade. Kind of a goldish, almost like a champagne type shade. This one is a little bit more peachy. It's supposed to become a little bit more like the blush topper, so to speak. And then this is like the bronzer. So there's like a bronzer in this one. And that is the love part. And then this one is, and one is like a contour, and one is like a bronzer. And that one's not swatching very well. That's like she don't want to show up on me very well. And kind of give you guys that little bit of that idea. So far you can tell they're totally different. Totally different. This is definitely more of a blush, highlighty eyeshadow look, where this is more of that golden bronze type look to it. Gasm. And Lovegasm looks like this. She's been used, so sorry. And this is a very older palette. They don't make this one anymore. So this is definitely a much older palette, but this is what that one looks like. It looks very gold. And it has a very beautiful reflective. I love this blush. That is such a beautiful blush. So pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. And then there's the bronzer, which is the Love. And the Love is much, much more deeper than the one down here. I don't know why in the Newgasm she never made a darker palette. That was one of the reasons why I never wanted to pick it up, was because of that. But this is the peachier shade in that palette. So that is what we're looking at with Nudegasm. And then you have the Lovegasm. And then that is it together. You can see comparisons together. Totally different looking. Some of the highlighters may look a little bit, it's the same. This one looks a little bit like that one. This one looks a little bit like that one. So some of the highlights look a little bit different, but there's definitely more of the bronzer shades and that kind of sort of thing in this one, where this has got more pink and it's got more pink and more peachy. I don't see one in this one that kind of matches that peach. So this is a little bit different. There's a little bit of a different look. So if you do have either one of these palettes, then it may be something to consider if you're interested in getting it. So that way you can kind of, you kind of would know whether to get it for yourself or not. Okay guys, so we are ready to move on to demonstrating on the face. So just to let you know, I tried to keep my lips as neutral as possible. So this is the MAC lip liner in Strip Down, and I did it with Angel lipstick. And I also have I put a little bit of the Lancome 264 Peta 2 over top of it, and then the Gwen Stefani, the Give Beauty, a little bit of Candy over top of it. If you guys have not tried these glosses, they're really, really good, by the way. They're really nice, but I tried to keep it a little bit more on a softer, more pink. I was going to do Pillow Talk with it, but I decided I would do something like this. I did have these, they're new to me. So I really like this color combination. It's really pretty. So I wanted to keep something kind of soft and pretty. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the light side on this side, and we're going to do the medium side on this side. So so let's pull out the light palette. And then of course on the back of it, it gives you like a little demonstration of the 1, 2, 3, 4 on where you can place them, what have you. So what I think we will do is we will do a little bit of the we do a little bit of the darker shade back here a little bit more, and then we'll mix it in with a little bit of this shade, and then the highlight we will kind of do. Maybe I might do one on the eye and we'll do one on the eye and then one on the cheekbone. Maybe this one on the cheekbone and maybe this one on the eye. So yeah, let's get to playing. So I'm going to take a little bit of my, Refer brush, and this one is in number 18. I'm going to take a little bit of it, and we're going to dip into a little bit more of the darker shade here. A little bit more of the pinkier shade, and we're going to start here. And you guys know I love blush, so I love adding blush. So I'm gonna make sure I get it kind of a little bit more vibrant, and I like to take it up into my forehead. I didn't do any bronzer, by the way, so there's no bronzer on my skin. I wanted it to all be blush, so we're kind of doing contouring with blush instead of with bronzer. So I'm doing a little bit of that just to kind of give it. I wanted to see what it looks like a little bit on the side of the face. I had a makeup artist this past weekend. She was looking at it. She goes, "Oh my God," you guys, "I never really thought about doing the blush all over somebody's face." And I'm like, "Honey," I'm like, "this is old school. It's like weird. It's the way us old timers, we used to always do that all over. Trying to give your skin a little bit of like that, little bit of color all over. It's just a little bit of hint. And then when you blend it in, it just looks really nice and smooth." Of course, it's Charlotte Tilbury. It's going in beautifully. It's going in really beautifully into the skin. Look how pretty that is. It's got like almost like a little bit of a glow. You can really build this up. I mean, I'm having to really build it up. It's not super. It looks more crazier in the compact than it actually is on the skin. It'll be interesting to see what the darker shade looks like on the other side. But so far, it's going into the skin really nicely. It's not causing too much drama or too much pain. It's blending in really pretty. Very, very nice. I think it looks very pretty. So now let me, I did this one side of this brush. I'm going to flip this brush over. I'm going to dip into a little bit more of this shade here. I'm going to dip a little bit more in it, and I'm going to take on my cheek and kind of blend it back into the other one and kind of blend them together. Ooh, that's pretty. You can see that it's got a little bit of a glow to it. So you can see this glow to it. It's a very soft, pretty glow. I like that. It's very nice. So it's not completely like a matte blush. They're almost like a little bit more of it's more of a satiny, cream to powder hybrid, because they have like a little bit of that hybrid feel, that gel, that kind of a baked feel to them. It's really pretty. But see how soft it is? It's very soft. It's not going on really dramatic like it looks in the pan. It looks like it would be very dramatic, but really it's not. Now maybe if I was a lot fairer, then maybe it might be, but it's going in really beautifully. This is the number 19 brush, and I'm going to tap it into, let's take a little bit of this pretty soft champagne color, and we're going to take just a little bit here above, ooh, to give a little highlight. Ooh, she's pretty. Ooh, we like that. Ooh, that is gorgeous. That is really beautiful. Look at that, how pretty that is. You see that? That is so pretty. I really like that. Take a little bit up here in my temple, because you know we like glow everywhere, because we hoey and glowy. Hey! We like a little hoe and a little glow. It's so pretty all over. And I'm going to take it, just kind of blend it into that top part. And I take a little bit under my eye just to give a little bit more of a radiance underneath it. And look how pretty that is. That is so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so natural. It's not really dramatic. So nice. So before we go into this side and do more, I'm going to use this shade here. And let's do a little bit of one of these shades up here on my eye. So I'm going to take a little bit of, this is a BK Beauty A502 brush. Let me just tap, we're going to tap in a little bit of this Pillow Talk, this color here. I'm going to tap in a little bit here, and we're going to take a little bit here in my crease, because I have nothing on my lid. I did that on purpose, just to put just a little bit, because I wanted to see how some of these kind of performed on the eyes. Ooh, that's really beautiful. That's really pretty. And just kind of build it up in the crease, because that's what this is all about. So you guys, the thing about it is these are $75. So you got to make use for them. So if you're only going to use them for blush and highlight, you have to really think, well, guys, is it really worth, you know, for 2 blushes and 2 highlights, is it really worth $75? Although I know that it's Charlotte Tilbury and it's good quality, do I really want to spend $75 on a palette that's got that? So if you're going to use it for your eyes too, you're getting a really, like a weekender type deal with a little liner and a little mascara. This would be really beautiful. And it does have that really pretty holiday look to it. Now I'm going into this shade here. We're going to tap a little bit more of that one in here, just to give a little bit more that really pretty pink in there. Oh, that's beautiful. That is really pretty on my eyes. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Oh yeah. I'm so glad she said eyes, because I didn't realize that on the box it said eyes, face, and I was like, oh my God, if this is not eye safe, I'm going to be driving myself crazy. I'm going to be like, how am I gonna withhold spending $75 on a palette that I can't use on my eyes too? So that would have made me feel really bad. But that is really beautiful. That is such a beautiful, soft, pinky. What Charlotte Tilbury is known for, that really beautiful pinky, kind of that rose gold berry tone. It's just gorgeous. That's just beautiful. And it's so super quick, easy. And, you know, of course, I don't have any brow on or anything, but, you know, hey, that's how we roll too sometimes. Most of the time here on this channel, most of the time, we just don't go with brows much. But that's beautiful. That's so pretty. So let me go into this shade here. We're going to go in, I'm going to take a little bit with my finger. And let's just apply it there. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Wow. That's pretty. Ooh, this is pretty. This shade, this pink shade, oh my God. She is gorgeous. Ooh, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Wow. That is beautiful. With the liner, a little liquid liner, or just a little smudge of brown liner or something, that would just be stunning. That would be so stunning. And you could do that like really, and you put on a little pair of lashes real quick. This is great. That's beautiful. So if you don't have any Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows, this may be a good option for you. Something quick and easy too. But that is just, that's stunning. That's really stunning. What do you guys think so far? Okay, let's go into the next palette and see what happens on this side. I can't get over this side. This right. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. You know what? I have to do this real quick before we move on. I've got to do it because I'm just wondering. The curiosity is killing me, but I want to know how this right here, this pink, is going to go over that right there. Oh my God. This shade here, oh my God, it is gorgeous. That is stunning. That is a really beautiful, that is gorgeous. It's just like this insane, oh my God, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. It's kind of like it's like a pinky, but it's not a complete rose gold, but it's got a little bit, but it's got more pink in it, but then yet it's just, I don't know, it's gorgeous. It's just really beautiful. Okay, so let's go into the next one. So guys, again, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I've been under the weather. I've had really bad allergies. My allergies have been driving me insane. So I'm a little medicine heady and what have you, because I've been taking a lot, trying to keep myself going. So just let me know. I'm on top of it. You know, this room is really hot today, so just forgive me. So if I'm sweating a little bit and I don't look that bad, you know, just try to ignore that, okay? So anyway, so here we're going into the peach palette. I'm going to switch up. I'm going to do kind of similar brushes with it. This is my Rephr 04 brush right here. You can get it there. There we go. And I'm going to tap into the deeper shades. We're going to tap a little bit into this cranberry shade. I'm going to start off really light with this one because she's pigmented. She's pigmented. You know, so this is for all my darker girls out there. So this is gonna, thank goodness she at least came out with the palette. She acknowledged this time, at least, that there was a little bit more than you know, one shade tone. But that is beautiful. That's really beautiful. I promise there's a method to my madness here, so give me a second. So I'm gonna take it and just kind of blend it in right in here. And again, I'm kind of using this a little bit like a contour to kind of give a little bit more contour. And of course, this one's going to be more dramatic than the other one. And it's going to show up more, but at least you guys will see what it looks like on my skin tone. With me being a little bit more medium, if you're a little bit more, if you're like my girlfriend, Glam Girl Chelsea, she got like a medium, but maybe more on that tan to a chocolate, a really cocoa cream skin, and then, you know, this one would definitely it's going to show up on a darker skin tone for sure, because I can tell you it's just going to be a little bit more. If you're very, very dark, it's going to show up kind of like more faint, but I think it'll show up on most skin tones. I think it'll actually work on most skin tones. Take it and kind of blend it in there. That is so pretty. That's beautiful. See, I like a really fleshy kind of look like that. I know you guys probably think I'm nuts, but I love that fleshy kind of a look. Kind of blend it in here, right in there. And I really like taking it up into the temple, kind of blending it in. That's really beautiful. So that's kind of like what that shade kind of looks like on its own. But that's really pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to take my, we're going to take the Rephr 05 brush and we're going to dip it into this peach shade here. I'm going to dip it right over the top of it and kind of blend it together as one. Now this shade, you know, I don't know how she's going to work on a darker skin tone. I'm really wondering. It's pretty pigmented. I guess. I don't know if it's going to, I think only certain, depending on how dark you are, I don't know how, I would definitely go in the store and play with these guys if you're getting that opportunity to play with blush, or if you have the opportunity to play with them. I would look at them in person first, especially if you're a darker skin tone. I would probably check it out first before you buy it, just to make sure that you're gonna like it first. But that's really beautiful together. It looks really pretty. But see, my skin just soaks up blush because you can see how much it's kind of soaked up already. But it looks really pretty. I do like that. It's a very, very nice, very, very soft like blush. So let's go into this champagne shade here and add a little bit here on here. It's a little bit more of like it's got a little bit more bling to it. It's really pretty. It's actually very soft and subtle. I don't think it's too dramatic. You can see a little bit of it in the mirror. You can see a little bit more in the mirror here. On camera, it looks really pretty. Up close, you have to be careful with it. Don't go too ham with it because it can look, this one blended in a little bit better. This one is a little bit more, I look at a little bit more on the chunky side. I have to blend it in just a tad bit more over here. I mean, I can get it to melt. Once I get it to melt, it'll be fine. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, now that I blended it in much better, it looks much better. And I probably could have used a lot lighter brush too, probably. But it looks really nice. That looks nice together. Okay, so I really like that. So now let's do a little bit on my eyes. So I'm going to take the same brush. I'm going to clean it. I've cleaned off my end of my brush here, and I'm going to go into this, let's go into this darker shade here. I'm just going to go right in and just go ahead and start building this up a little bit here. And just start really building that in my crease. It's really pretty. I mean, they're very natural, actually. They're not, like, especially on the lid, they're not going on. Now, I know that I'm not using the stiffest brush in the world, but it's going on really nicely, actually, I think. I'm just kind of like one of those people, too, where I pick up any brush. I don't know if you guys are like that, but if I see a brush, I just grab it. People ask me as a makeup artist, they're like, so why did you use that brush? And I'm like, I don't know why I use that brush. I just pick it up. I'm like, I don't know. I'm one of those self-taught makeup artists. I don't have an explanation. I'm not one of those guys. It needs to be placed here because this is your cheekbone and exhibit A and exhibit B and I'm like, no, I don't know. I just pick it up. I just do it. Nobody ever taught me how to do makeup. I had to teach myself. So I learned from magazines and from watching the greats. So that's how I started my career, and that's how I've been doing it ever since. I just nobody's ever really taught me anything. I had to kind of learn all on my own. So, I mean, I was in a time where we didn't have that. So that's just how I kind of get that. But that looks really beautiful, guys. It's super pretty. Let me take a little bit of this peach one. Just a little bit more of that peachy tone here. I mean, can I tell you right now that when I see Miss Tara Lynn do this, she's going to be dying over this, putting it on her eyes. This is her right here. This is in a nutshell. This eye look is her in a nutshell. This is like, she's going to be dying over these. Her, and I could see Charlotte Hallcraft doing this too. I mean, I think she's going to really love it. Chelsea will do this too. She'll really like it too. It's very pretty. It's a very beautiful look. Very pretty. So now let me take a little bit of this color, which is a little bit more richer. It's got a little bit more of that really pretty, it's definitely more of that really rose gold look to it. And let's pack her right there. Ooh, she's pretty. It's definitely more peachy on me. The other one probably would show up a little bit better, but that's beautiful though. I'm not mad at it. I mean, doing it right there, I like it actually. That one would probably look better out here too, but that's not bad. Then let me do a little bit more of it where you guys can see it just a little bit more. That's beautiful, guys. On a dark skin tone, that would just be stunning. That would be really beautiful. That's a beautiful highlight for a darker skin tone. That'd be a beautiful, just all over eye would be really pretty on a dark skin tone. So let me do a little bit more of this one here, and I'm gonna pack it just a little bit more here, just to balance out my eyes on both sides. And you know, we can never have enough of a good thing, so we just keep going. But that's really beautiful together. So pretty. Okay, guys, so we are finished up. I went in and added a little bit more mascara and added a little bit more of the Nudegasm bronzer, just in little areas, and a little bit more powder. Kind of touched up my lips a little bit more. But this is the finished look. It looks really beautiful. I'm really, really not surprised, really, with this Charlotte Tilbury, these face palettes. They're actually really beautiful. They're kind of what I thought they would be. Both of them are just a really beautiful additions to what I already have. I think they work great with the other components because these are more bronzy. They have more bronze elements to them, where these have more simple elements of more color. One is just more pink, one is a little bit more peach. So I think pretty much a light to medium skin tone could use either or. It just depends on whether you want more pink or you want more peach. Just remember that this one here, I think this is the pink one. This is the peachy one. Just keep in mind that this one would be a little bit better if you're a little bit lighter as an eyeshadow, and the same thing with this as more of a lid, I think these would be great on the cheeks. You just have to be careful with these on this cheek. You could could use it as well. You just have to be very careful with placement and how much you put on. But I think either a light medium could use either palette. The same thing with medium to tan. I think it would be the same thing with medium to tan. I think you could get by with either one of them. You know, I think both of them are great additions to what you have. If you're a little bit more darker than a medium to tan tone, maybe cocoa to more of a cocoa skin tone to more of a deeper skin tone, you would definitely probably benefit more from this one. But doesn't mean that you couldn't use this one. You probably definitely could. The only thing is this one would be just a little bit too light on your cheeks. This one would work fine. It's just more pink, so just keep that in mind, where this one's got a little bit more of a plummy red to it. You know, but I think most of all, I mean, I think she did cover it pretty well. I would have liked to have seen maybe a little bit more of a darker palette, maybe one more darker for much darker skin tones. I mean, I guess it's small steps, but I just really think by now that she should be coming up with 3 palettes instead of just 2. But with that said, I do feel like a wide range of skin tones can use these 2 palettes. You know, I think the pigment is great in both of them. The packaging is really beautiful. It's very sturdy. The mirror is really beautiful in the inside of it, just like the others. They're great to travel with. You can mix and match them with your other ones if you want to take one with the bronzy and one with the cool, and you can actually use this on your eyes and cheeks and contour and everything. They're great to go weekend palettes to travel with. You know, is it worth the $75? I don't know. You guys will have to let me know down below. What do you think? I mean, you know, I mean, if you're a blush person and you like all-in-one kind of products, this would be for you. If you're definitely one that did not use the other ones, if you purchased one of the other ones and you have not used it much, then I don't know if this would be for you. I don't know if I'd spend my $75 on it. I probably would wait, or I would use it on, I would buy the Patrick Tar, or I would buy Pat McGrath, or I would buy, you know, maybe the new Huda Beauty eyeshadow. I'd probably spend my money elsewhere. You know, but if you really love Charlotte Tilbury and you love the other ones, or if you tried one of the other ones and you love the formula, but you wanted a little bit more color, this would be a good time to probably pick these up to try these. I know these are probably going to be limited edition, so they won't be around for long. So definitely check them out when they do come out, you know, because she probably will sell out for them quickly, but I'm sure she will probably restock them again. I mean, usually they kind of do a little mass production in the beginning. It'll be everybody want to buy it, and then the second one they have a little bit more, that they bring out another shipment of them later. But definitely in store they probably won't be getting any more. This is all they'll be getting is what they have. So if you're buying it in store or online for Nordstrom's or Sephora, I definitely would get them right away. If you can go to a Sephora or Nordstrom's and look at the actual, play with them and actually play with them in person and feel them and touch them, I would definitely do that, so that way you can see whether the pigment's going to work for you or not. You know, all in all, guys, I'm really impressed with it. It's a really beautiful, I think they're beautiful. They're stunning on the eyes. They're very light on the eyes. It's not like this super dramatic. You can go in and add more to this and add more liner and stuff to this. I could see a wide variety of people using this on their eyes, actually. Almost more so than using it on their cheeks or on their face. As a makeup artist, these are great if you're a makeup artist and you want something compactful. Her highlighters are really beautiful in here. They're beautiful for shadow too, if you want some shimmer, but you don't want anything that's too chunky or glittery. They go in really smooth. The only one I found that wasn't as smooth going on my cheek was the peach one. I'm trying to find it again. This one right here. This one was a little bit more heavier on my cheek, but I probably used the brush I was using and probably my klutzy hand, probably the way I was using it. But once I blended it and blended in very nicely, but it was just a little heavier going on, to just be careful with that. You know, but again, maybe use something with a little bit lighter hand, not like me who's crazy and I go a little bit all over. You know, but yeah, with that said, guys, I'm really happy with them. I mean, I'm glad that I waited to spend money on these I put my money towards this instead of buying the Pat McGrath palettes. So I'm really glad that I did. You know, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. You know, please give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure that you subscribe while you're here, because we would love you to be a part of our little family here. And when I say we, I mean all of my little subscribers, because we just have a great time in my little world here. It's just a really really feel good feeling, and we would love to have you. Remember to, I have links and everything down below, so, and all the information of everything on my face and everything will be down there as well. I will keep you guys up to date on the palettes on my community page, as well as on Instagram and stuff when they are available, when they do come out. Anyway, guys, you know, please be safe, be strong, be proud, stand tall, love yourself, and remember to love somebody today, because life is way too short. And also remember to spread a little kindness today, because kindness can go off a long way. And also remember to have some fun, you know, smile, laugh, you know, because it can make your day so much better. And that's it. We are done, and we will see you again in the next episode. So peace out. Take care. Bye. And we will see you again later. Bye.